I said I might tell the story of Amaterasu-omi-kami, the goddess of the Great Eastern Sun. it's the She's the national goddess of Japan, of the Shinto religion, Shinto faith. She's the goddess of the emperor. They have a huge shrine in Ise, visited by millions and millions of people. I've visited there. I'll tell you a little bit about it. And also in Shambhala, she's the main. She's kind of the main Drala in Shambhala. I mean, we got a lot of Dralas from Tibet, but this Drala comes from Japan. But the Tibetans might not jump all over it, but in Shambhala we do. We got a lot of Dralas in Shambhala, a lot of Dralas, but she's an important one. So, in Shambhala, it's all about the Great Eastern Sun. The whole thing is that there's this Great Eastern Sun. You have a reservoir of wisdom and power and glory and kindness and brilliance and awakeness and courage and gentleness and bravery. Seem to cover it pretty well. We try to be gentle, we try to be brave, and the Great Eastern Sun is that. And what is opposed to that is cowardice, barbarianism, the dark ages, the dark forces. So we want to connect with the Great Eastern Sun, and the goddess of the Great Eastern Sun is the same thing, The sun, it's not the sun that's just rising right. It's not the teenage little sun that's just coming over the horizon. That's lovely, and people love that. There's pretty colors, but the true power of the sun manifests about 10 o'clock in the morning when it's in its full glory. But it's still a rising sun at that point. Everything's possible. Everything's right before you. Your day is right. Everything's out in front of you in a potentially very positive sense. But it's fully developed, It's not. It's fully manifested. And your whole gazing, I'll be talking about gazing. There it is. You're gazing with that, You're relating with that. You raised your gaze to that. And essentially, you've opened yourself to the Dralas, and the Dralas would like to land on your head. But they can't land on your head if you haven't done your Alexander. They can't land on your head if you haven't done your Alexander, man. They cannot land on your head if you have not gone through this process of surrendering. In Japan and the East and the Orient, it's all about surrendering. Surrendering to the Drala, surrender to the Great Eastern Sun, surrendering to goodness, surrendering to positivity. Just being receptive to heaven. There's this thing called heaven up there, which is just wants to pour down blessings. It's about kindness and gentleness and power and everything connected with heaven, which is all good. There's nothing bad up in heaven. Nothing bad up there. All wants are good, Maybe we got some, guys up there that are watching out for a week, There's forces. They use forces down here, If there is anything negative in heaven, they pretend like it's not, they use something down here. If there's somebody up there who's got a grudge against us and pretends to be beautiful, he's not going to show it, he's going to let the forces down here do it, whatever. Heaven has got our best intentions, it wants our best, and all we need to do is, if we surrender to it, if we're an asshole, what can heaven do? If we don't let those blessings come down, what can heaven do? It's pouring the blessings, and whether or not you're receptive is a different story, We need to be receptive to those blessings, to all the good things come to us, And to do that, we just need to learn about our good head and shoulders and how to surrender to these blessings. So in Alexander, when we say, my head goes toward ease, we are becoming like heaven. We are overcoming aggression and becoming gentleness and courage itself. And then the blessings can descend on us. We have arisen. We like the dragon, like the Garuda. We have arisen. We just want to arise and surrender to heaven. That's what we want to do. Through our good head and shoulders. That's the law in life. We want to be the law from here up. We want to imitate the law. We want to be like the emperor, the king. The king is just surrendered to heaven, man. That's his job. Not everybody thinks they have that job, but we really do. But some of us don't have it the way he has it, because that's all he's got to do. He doesn't have to shovel shit for a living. But he's got a job, and it's to surrender to heaven. If he doesn't do his job, everything goes wonky. So you got your job, he got his job, but part of your job is when you're shoveling that to be, your head is surrendered to heaven. So you got the same job, And if you do your job, you'll be the emperor. You'll be the emperor of your world. You'll be sitting at the right hand of Buddha as a co-creator of this universe, and a Buddha yourself. And you'll be an emperor. You'll be a ruler of this world. In that world, any world you come up with. So these blessings are going to pour down on us. And it's our humbleness. It's our humbleness. And we've made our forehead a landing pad for the dralas. Because of we surrendered. We've relaxed. We've become resilient. Those dralas can land. Blessings can land. Energy just pours down on us. Inspiration, power, glory. The Great Eastern Sun is just Great Eastern Sun, all of a sudden is right in our head right there. It's become a complete receptor of the Great Eastern Sun, but it has become the Great Eastern Sun itself. And it descends into our heart if we let it. Our heart also becomes the Great Eastern Sun. So, the myth of Amaterasu-omi-kami are the myth of the creation of the world. So Amaterasu-omi-kami is the goddess of the Great Eastern Sun, and there's a time when things are a little less formed, and the gods, are obviously ruling, and the people are here, but it's an earlier time, So the goddess, the Great Eastern Sun, has all these, family and relations and other gods. Uh, and she has a younger brother who is a bit of a troublemaker. I guess that younger brother is kind of like us, breaking away from the true way and acting out in certain ways. He feels like he's not getting his due. He feels like everybody loves her. It's all about her. What about me? It's kind of like we are sometimes. What about me? We act that way and then we act out, because we're not getting enough attention or we're feeling poverty stricken. So he flays a piebald horse and throws it through the roof of the sacred weaving hall. And when he does that, her sister, Amaterasu-omi-kami's sister, is in the weaving hall, and these needles, and the horse comes through and hits her, and she actually stabs herself and kills her beloved sister. And that's not all he does. He goes around tearing up the rice fields, all the nice canals and the water and everything is perfect, and he's going around just messing everything up, ruining everything. Just, being destructive. Just, acting out. And goddess, the Great Eastern Sun, Amaterasu-omi-kami,